Let's talk about a just transition away from coal in the Hunter Valley of New South Wales. In a world facing environmental challenges, a transition to greener and climate-neutral economies is crucial. This transition must be more than just a change in technology. It must be a just transition. But what does a just transition mean? Coined by trade unions in the 1980s, a just transition refers to the process of shifting to a green economy with fairness and inclusivity for all stakeholders. It prioritizes creating decent jobs, addressing justice concerns, and ensuring that no one is left behind. The concept of just transition is gaining momentum in coal mining communities, recognizing the need to support workers and communities during the shift to sustainable alternatives and create new green job opportunities. To achieve a sustainable and just transition, we must prioritize equity, actively engage with social justice, and embrace principles of fairness, inclusivity, and sustainability for a better future. The Hunter Valley, with a population of over 500,000, is Australia's largest regional economy and known for its historic coal industry. In the left map, we can see in color gray the mining areas in the Hunter Valley, and in the right figure, it can be observed that mining is the major driver of the Hunter economy. For decades, the Hunter Valley has been Australia's major coal exporting region, accounting for almost half of the country's coal exports. However, global efforts to combat climate change are leading to a transition away from coal, which poses significant challenges to the region's economy. The region now faces a major adjustment as the demand for coal decreases and economies shift to lower emissions. The closure of 70 mines over the next 20 years will bring economic challenges, affecting jobs and livelihoods. Communities like Muswellbrook and Singleton, highly dependent on the coal mining industry, will feel the consequences most severely. It is crucial for the region to prepare for these global changes. Immediate measures must be taken to support affected communities, create new jobs, and diversify the economy. Key stakeholders in a just transition in the Hunter Valley are coal communities that heavily rely on fossil fuel industries for jobs and economic stability, environmental organizations that advocate for climate action and a just transition, unions that represent coal workers, balancing member interests and wider community needs. Industry and investors are increasingly considering climate impact in their investment decisions, and mining companies are experiencing challenges in obtaining licenses and finance for their coal operations. While the federal government has been absent until recently from discussions on just transition, state governments are gradually planning for a future less dependent on coal. The government involvement is crucial in planning and funding the transition process. The just transition in the Hunter Valley faces challenges in terms of acceptance and resistance from stakeholders, the need for creating new job opportunities in sustainable industries, providing tailored support for workers at different career stages, and addressing the broader impact on the local community. Neither the New South Wales government nor the Commonwealth government have introduced a coordinated and detailed plan for managing the regional impacts of an economic transition from coal to clean energy. Until recently, the transition issue in New South Wales has mainly been addressed through the regional planning process. Critics argue that these strategies are insufficient and call for a more comprehensive transition strategy guided by just transition principles. At the federal level, just until last month, the Albanese government announced plans to legislate a national net zero authority, aiming to enable workers, industries, and communities to benefit from Australia's net zero transformation. Overcoming these challenges requires collaborative efforts, stakeholder engagement, comprehensive planning, and government action. These are some recommendations to ensure a just transition in the Hunter Valley. These include establishing a local authority with diverse stakeholder representation, actively engaging and involving the community in decision-making processes, prioritizing gender equality and the inclusion of First Nation perspectives, promoting the region for investment in renewable energy and emerging industries, encouraging community-owned energy networks, protecting worker rights, and providing training programs for transitioning workers, investing in pilot projects for new industries, establishing a long-term fund for land and water management, and providing support to local businesses for diversification. These recommendations aim to foster collaboration and community participation, ensuring a fair and successful transition in the Hunter Valley.